Hey everyone, it's me. I had to come down here to CVS. I'm starting, today my Z-Pack ends, and then tomorrow I start another round of another antibiotic. But today I start, the Torellis Pearls for coughing. And so I had to come down here and get the 2 prescriptions. And I had a phone appointment yesterday with the doctor. No video, just talking on the phone. And she feels like because I already have a weak immune system from the other health conditions, that it would be wise for me to start another round of antibiotic tomorrow. And I agree, so I'll be doing that. And I wanted to say thank you, everyone, for your patience, and welcome to the new subscribers. I don't know where you all came from, but I've noticed I got quite a few new ones. And so just if you can bear with me while I get through this. The Lord is taking care of me, and I'm thankful to know Him, that's for sure. And I'm thankful I've got His Word way down deep in my heart, because it's hard right now for me to read my Bible, but I have a lot of His Word down in me, so I just lay down and be still and know that He's God, and all kinds of scriptures start coming to my mind that are comforting and encouraging and are strengthening. And God is in control. He's a never-present help. And thank you for all your comments. I'm not up to replying, like I want to. You know that I usually do reply, and sometimes I go on and on and on, but I am reading them all and putting that thumbs up and giving you a heart. But I'm just not up to really replying like I want to. And yesterday I did crochet something, but I've just been mostly resting. I had a coughing fit when I was on the phone with the doctor, and that just took all my strength away for the rest of the day yesterday. All I do is get up and tend to the animals and rest. The other day I did have to clean my bathroom. I didn't clean the tub, but the toilet, because we already have really hard water, so you have to keep up with that. And then with that construction for all the water lines, it really made things worse, so I had to get in there and do that. I got that done. Let's see. My pastor and wife have Ubered me meals. My pastor's wife came one day and they just dropped things off outside on my gate, and then text me. But she came one day and dropped off an oximeter so I can check my oxygen and my pulse. And she left me a big bag of, no, that wasn't her. She left me chapstick, some diabetic hand cream, and maybe something else. It's hard to keep track, or it's hard for me to remember right now. Jill, our AKA Fiber Floozy Craft, was very sneaky, and she Ubered me 3 bags of groceries one day. Thank you, Jill. Another day, my pastor and wife Ubered me 2 Mexican meals from a very good Mexican restaurant we have around here called Christina's. It's one of the few places that when I do eat out, which is hardly ever, that's one place that the food doesn't bother me. And so they had Ubered me 2 meals, which helped for a couple days. Yesterday, someone from church dropped off a big container of caldo de raíz. It's like a beef, and it had carrots and potatoes and onions and cilantro, and it was really good. And then later on, my landlord came by and dropped off a small container of chili that his wife made. And there's probably been a couple meals in between that I'm not remembering, but God's taking care of me. I've gotten Happy Mail from Lori Armstrong, from our Jax, Creations by Jax, and then from someone else that wants to remain anonymous. And so I have all that stuff set aside. They're all in a big plastic bag and tied up and in that added on room, so they're not near me. And when I get better, I'll show you what they sent. I know my neighbor Pat Dancer has a bunch of squares for me, and so that'll be great when I get better. I still have her little gift that I made and put in a Ziploc baggie before I came down sick, so that is also safe. I have not been able to get to the post office to mail out the prize to Lisa the Scattered Grammy, but all her yarn, mystery yarn, was put in that box and sealed up before I came down sick. And let's see, what else? That's really about it. I really want to just take everything out of the trailer and deep clean it and disinfect it. But you know that's not going to happen right now. I kind of just pick up as I go. If I cook a couple eggs, you know, I just wipe up like you normally do. But I'm so wanting to really just... I had started my deep cleaning before I fell and got the concussion. Then the neurologist put me on bed rest. And so, you know, all that is really bothering me. I want to strip my bed and get on new bedding, but I just can't. And since I'm still sick, I don't know if it would make a difference. Probably not. It's cold here, and we're supposed to get maybe freezing rain today. Cold the next few days. The chickens are well. I miss sitting out with them, but this cold air and the wind, it will take my breath away. I cannot sit out with them. And the kitty cat's okay. The dogs are okay. Let's see. They weren't on the land today doing construction when I left, but they were next door all pulling in, and one tractor was heading into our driveway when I was pulling out, so I don't know. Maybe they're waiting on this weather. But it was nice Saturday and Sunday not having them around. I was able to get some good rest. And let's see. When I went to the ER on the 3rd, because the fever was so high, then they swabbed me for COVID and the flu, and it came back COVID. I told them I had been wheezing and coughing for quite a while and blamed it on allergies and maybe bronchitis and, of course, the asthma. Well, then they did chest x-rays and found some pneumonia in my right lung and ran a whole bunch of blood work. My blood sugar was 400. My oxygen was okay, but my heart rate was not good. And they wanted to admit me. That hospital was full. They were going to I had a choice to go to 2 others. I said I'd rather go home. You cannot get any rest in the hospital. And I know because a guy from my church works the front lines with COVID patients. He's a respiratory therapist. Their protocol is when someone has COVID and pneumonia, to encourage the patient to lay and sleep on their stomach. I can't do that with a broken shoulder. And I know how pushy the hospital would be. And so that was just one thing. Another thing is I have a responsibility with my animals. Now, people are really good about coming by, with things, food and whatever, but not everyone can take in 2 dogs. Not everyone can go by my place, and put the chickens up, let the chickens out. I mean, people work. It's not something I want to put on anyone. I would not be resting thinking about that. I've had to go through it before, and I was ready to climb the walls. So I'm much better at home. I don't have someone coming in, or 2 or 3 people coming in the room every so often, poking me, doing this, doing that, telling me, get on your belly. No. I said, send me home. I'll go home. And that's where I've been. And I'm not any worse off than I was when I went to the hospital. In fact, I think that I've made some headway. Of course, this is taken me longer because the doctor said with the syringomyelia and the Chiari, and I do have a little bit of a heart condition. I was diagnosed with a few years back, and so one thing flares up and your whole body's under stress. But my mind and my heart's not stressed. I'm trusting in the Lord. And I just can't believe I got new subscribers. I don't know where you came from, but welcome. And I hope you stick around. I miss taking my YouTube family out for a walk by the lake. I miss taking you in the chicken yard. But Bible says weeping may endure for a night, and then joy cometh in the morning. And God's faithful. And so I'm going to end this. I have a bottle of water here, and I need to drink some. But this is the latest. And thank you again for those that sent Happy Mail, and I will do a video. And just continue to be patient with me. Okay, everyone, I gotta go. Thank you. Remember to be kind to everybody, because somebody is having a bad day. Times are really, really uncertain right now with all that's going on. There's no time to be involved in any kind of unnecessary drama. I mean, think on the things that are good, that are lovely, that are of good report, and those things. Okay.